Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY, your DIY home fixes that save you time and money. Today's project, we're going to put some risers on some sprinklers just to give them a little bit of height. So stick with me and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so do you guys have a sprinkler that just needs to be raised up a little bit? Maybe it's down buried in the dirt and it just needs to come up. So it's a really simple trick. It just depends on the type of sprinkler head that you have and then the size of riser that you're gonna be needing. And I will leave a link in the description down below for all the parts that you could possibly need for what I'm using today and maybe what you would need. Okay, so this flower bed we're really hoping is going to start really filling in with a lot of flowers. And we've got some rose bushes that are going to start to grow. So we're just getting things in place right now so that it will be ready when everything starts to grow. Now, we have two different kinds of sprinklers in this flower bed. We have these right here. They're called a 1/2 inch because that's the size of sprinkler that they are. They use a 1/2 inch pipe. But this one in the middle you can see is a little bit bigger. Now this one right here is a 3/4 inch. So you see that the pipe is a little bit different. So the gray pipe that comes out of the black sprinkler is a 3/4 inch. And then that one over there, that lighter gray pipe, that's a 1/2 inch. So there's two different kinds of sprinklers that we have in this yard. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna be working with a 1/2 inch, and that's why it's important to make sure you get the right size, a 1/2 inch versus 3/4 inch, depending on the kind of sprinkler that you have. So it does not matter what size you're working with, they are going to be exactly the same look, okay? So this is like a 4-inch riser, and this is a 1/2 inch size. The 3/4 inch is going to look just like this, just a little bit bigger in diameter. So they come in a lot of different lengths, anywhere from 1 inch all the way up to like 5-6 feet even, which is pretty long for different sections of pipes and risers. But we today are going to use this 4-inch. We've got a 6-inch, and then I bought a 4-foot. So that's a 4-foot. Now, how this works is each of these have a threading on it, and that will actually screw right into the pipe, and then the other end goes right into the sprinkler. Now, if you want to make it a little taller, like what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put a cup link on, or something that joins the two pipes together. So it's threaded on both sides. You just simply screw them both sides together. So that's how easy it is to give yourself plenty of height for different combinations. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with ours. All right, so what we need to do with this guy is we're going to unscrew it from the pipe that's down below. So each one of these sprinkler heads, they're exactly the same. They are going to be put into some type of a fitting like this that's down in the ground, which is kind of facing up like this, and then the sprinkler gets screwed into the top of this. So I'll show you what I mean when we go to undo this. You can dig this out if you want, or if it comes straight out, you may not even have to dig around it. So I'm gonna try and just take it off. So the sprinkler head itself can screw off just like this, and you can remove the sprinkler head. And then this guy here, you can just twist on its own too. Sometimes all of it comes out at the same time, but I'm just going to try and see. It is very tight in there, so I might have to dig out and around. What you can do is you can just do a little trowel and just kind of dig out and around the sprinkler head just to kind of expose the pipe. So we'll go ahead and just kind of dig down and expose the pipe. Okay, so I just kind of dug out and around just a little bit, and like I said, you can do one of two things. You can either try and take the top off, because the top will unscrew just like that, or now that I've dug down just a little bit, I can actually get my hand in here just like this, and it gave me just enough to twist it off. Now you might need some channel locks or some other kind of wrench or pliers or something to get it loose if it's been on there for a long time, but since I got that loose, I'm not going to dig it all the way out, and I'll show you why I don't need to. So we just unscrew the whole thing, and as long as the hole stays clean, all we have to do is just screw the thing back in. So down in there you see the pipe. See, it's exactly the same as looking at the top of one of these. It's threaded just like that, so you can see the threading up in the, at the top of that pipe. And the sprinkler screws right into that the same way, just like this. So all we need to do is we're going to raise this up. Okay, then how we're gonna do that is that cup link that I was telling you about. Take this cup link and screw it down in. Now I'm gonna look and see if that 4-inch riser is enough or if I should use the 6-inch. Because I don't wanna raise it up too high, but just enough. So that's kind of what the 4-inch is gonna look like. And then we can just put this sprinkler right back on top of it as well. So that raises it up about 4 inches, if that makes sense. Now, if I wanted to, I could put in a 6-inch riser, or they make a lot of different sizes, or I could go really tall and have the whole thing like clear up underneath here, and we don't want that. But I'm just showing that that's what you can do. Now, the one other thing that I do recommend doing is when you go to put the joints together, I like using Teflon tape, so that it gives it a really nice joint. And I will show you what I mean by that by putting some Teflon on this. Okay, so Teflon tape, it's just a white tape, and it's not sticky. So all you do is you just put it right on the thread, just like this, and you go around the outside of the threading. So I just wrap the Teflon around anything that's threaded like that, and then it just tears. You don't have to worry about getting a nice clean break or cut off the end of the tape. It just tears. It's super easy to tear. All right, so there is the riser. I ended up putting the 6-inch riser on there because I thought it needed to go just a little bit higher. And now what we'll do is we'll just bury the pipe, and it's plenty solid. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna actually put, just to secure it a little bit, I'm gonna take some of these rocks. So I like to just take the rock, like a rock, and slide it down in next to the pipe like that. And that just made it so solid it does not move. So what's great about that is I'll just take a little rock, put it in there, fill the void. You can tap it in there a little bit with a shovel if you're worried about it. So I like to just put little rocks in there and stuff like that. And that makes that so secure that that thing's not gonna move. And then I can go ahead and shove the dirt back in, and we'll bury this and secure it up to about right here. But that's what I like to do to keep that thing from moving. All right, so this one here is gonna be even easier because it's all exposed. I've already got one of those fittings that's already in place there. All I need to do is unscrew the pipe there. Okay, Teflon is on both ends, and now all we got to do is just unscrew it and put this other one in. So this one's super easy. Also, probably don't even need any tools on this one because I'm just going to twist it out. So we'll remove the sprinkler head. So easy to do. Like I said, we just unscrew it, and I'm not worried about the flow of the sprinkler because we can adjust this after we get it all done. So then we just screw that right back on to the Teflon and the fitting just like that. And I'll get that nice and tight once I go to put the pipe in. So now all we got to do is remove this other pipe just like this, and you should be able to just screw this right, unscrew it. So we'll go ahead and just unscrew that right out of that other fitting. Okay, so I decided to just go ahead and remove that cup link, or that the piece that joins them together, and I put a new fresh thing of Teflon in there, and now all I need to do is just screw that back together nice and tight. We've got it much higher now, but you can see it's really wobbly. So I have this cinder block. I'm gonna actually just tie some twine around that and secure this so that it's nice and tight. All right, so I just went ahead and just to secure it, I have that cinder block. So I just used some of that twine and I just made it nice and tight against the cinder block. So now we've got it up probably close to an additional foot above all of this, and super easy to do. So there you have it, you guys. That was really easy to do. It's such a simple fix, and it really will make a difference on your flowers. So if you do have a sprinkler that's a little bit buried, like I said, this is pretty simple. Just check the description down below. I'll leave those links. not too hard to do. So hopefully that is something that'll really help you out. If you did like it, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. We have tons of videos coming out all the time. So now that you know how to raise a sprinkler head, check out this other video on how to add an additional sprinkler to your line. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next project.